What is going on, guys? It's John Marks with Betting in the House. Guys, episode 2 of the series, 2024-2025 NFL season, week 1 is going to be the topic of discussion today. Guys, we're fixing to dive right into these picks. You know, each season brings its own craziness and wildness. There's been crazy games. I'm talking about playoffs, regular season, crazy scenarios. This is the NFL. So, guys, what you all been waiting for, let's get right into these picks. Guys, we have the Action Jackson Baltimore Ravens taking on the Mahomes. The Chiefs are a 3-point favorite, and the total is set at 46.5. Baltimore, I don't know exactly. In my opinion, I feel like Baltimore has degressed from last season. I feel like they're not as good because obviously they lost their starting middle linebacker. Apparently Lamar Jackson's lost like some weight or something, and like he was sick at the start of camp. They have Derrick Henry now, which is an upgrade, right, from at the running back position because J.K. Dobbins, he gets hurt every year, right? He can never stay healthy, so Derrick Henry is a little bit of an upgrade. I don't know how he'll run though. You know, I don't doubt that he's good for a couple carries, but I don't think he'll be a huge factor in this game. You know, but I do love the Chiefs though. Even though Hollywood Brown went down with the injury, first snap of the offensive preseason game for the Chiefs, first play on offense, went down with the shoulder injury. So he won't be playing this game. But guys, I love the Chiefs -3 here. Right? I feel like the Chiefs can get the job done. The defense, outstanding with Chris Jones, Reed, Justin Reed, of course, not head coach Reed, but he's great too. Best coach in the NFL. And Trent McDuffie, right? Top 5 corner in the league. I feel like the Chiefs defense is going to be ready. Arrowhead's going to be rocking like it normally is. And it's the opening night, right? Thursday Night Football. So, I'm rolling with Kansas City Chiefs -3 points. See if you can bet them down to 2.5. Right, by half a point. I feel like that'll be a better bet if you can do that. But if you can't, Chiefs -3 is just as good. So we're gonna go Kansas City -3. Now, I have never seen an NFL game ever played in Brazil. This I want to say this is the first time that the NFL has done that, especially on a Friday night on Peacock. Yeah, we're doing that Peacock stuff again, but oh well. Philadelphia and Green Bay in Brazil. That stuff's crazy. But Philadelphia's a 3-point favorite. That total is set at 48.5. Man, I don't think I can lay 3 points for Philadelphia. Too many moving pieces. You got new head coach. I almost said new head coach. New offense coordinator. New defense coordinator. The center, no longer with him, retired. Mr. Jason Kelsey, he retired. Fletcher Cox on that defense side of the football, he's gone. And I'm just not really real certain with the team. They have good weapons on offense. So as far as Brown, Smith, I don't see the Eagles with Jalen Hurts covering that 3-point spread against the Packers. The Packers are a solid team, right? The only thing about Green Bay, their second-string running back, A.J. Dillon, got hurt. So, This is tough. So, I'm going to stay away from the point spread in both of these teams. I'm actually going to be leaning towards the under 48.5 points. It's week 1. 2 defensive kind of teams. So, definitely give me the under 48.5 points right there. I'm thinking this is going to be like a 28-17 type of game. Don't really think it'll be too much scoring because, I mean, guys, it's week 1, right? Defenses are still, they're still fighting. They're ready to go. Mistakes will be made, but not enough to go over 48.5 points. So, definitely going to take the under 48.5 right there. Now, for our first Sunday game, we have the Arizona Cardinals flying right into Buffalo. Buffalo's a 6-point favorite, and the total set at 48.5. Now, Buffalo, as we know, sadly, Josh Allen lost Diggs and Gabriel Davis. to Houston and Jacksonville. So it's pretty much him and Dawson Knox, Shaker, however you say his name. And yeah. But besides the star running back, which can run the football extremely well with James Cook. Fantastic running back. I really like him. Huge fan of Cook, so I like him. But I like Kyler Murray and those 6 points way better. I feel like Kyler Murray's going to be able to keep it close, especially with Marvin Harrison. I feel like he'll have a breakout year. And I will definitely take those 6 points. You going to give me a touchdown? We're in week 1. Bring it on the side. Arizona +6 right there. Now we have probably the most lopsided matchup in this whole week 1 slate of games, right? We got the New England Patriots going into Cincinnati. Right. Cincinnati is now at 8.5 points. This is at 9 points for the longest. Now it's at 8.5. Right? Because there's a lot of speculation about my boy Jamar Chase, man. I don't know if he'll suit up week 1. I don't know. He still hasn't practiced. I just don't know what's going on. The total set at 40.5. So, guys, like, even with Jamar Chase, this is not the case for every team that Cincinnati will play against, but even without Jamar Chase, they'll still be able to clobber these Patriots. I don't think the Patriots have nothing for them. Cincinnati is a very, very good team, very solid team, really fundamentally sound team, especially with Joe Burrow, my favorite quarterback in the whole entire NFL. I love Joe Shiesty, man. He's great, and he'll be able to get this team getting ready to go, and they're gonna beat the Patriots by more than 8.5 points. So give me Cincinnati with the 8.5 points, man, against the spread. Then Minnesota taking on New York Giants. 2 teams, they're not that good. It's kind of hard to pick this game, right? Because I mean, you got Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones, right? Their defenses, not the greatest. The Giants is the home team. Yeah, Minnesota with those 1.5 points, and then the total set at 41.5. This is tough to tell because you just never know what's going to happen in this game. That's why the spread's so close. It's just a coin flip, right? But I'm going to take the very experienced quarterback with the team that he's been on for the longest. Even though he's not that good of a quarterback, I feel like he'll be able to play in the system real good. Against the Giants, he'll be able to key in on Justin Jefferson well. So, guys, give me the home team. I'm going to take the Giants, and I'm taking the 1.5 points, guys. That's what we're going to pick for that one. Now we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears with, in my opinion, the future rookie of the year, Caleb Williams. He was looking a little Mahomey or something in the preseason games. Guys, I like him. I feel like he has a bright future in this league. And he has great weapons around him. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, and they got my boy DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Good weapons around him. They have a solid defense as well. Tennessee, they lost D-Hop due to injury for about 4 games, I believe. You got Will Levis. And let's see, I know they just recently acquired Calvin Ridley from Jacksonville. And then I believe they still have Treylon Burks out of Arkansas. 2 good receivers, and the defense is okay, but I don't think it'll be enough to slow down Caleb Williams and this Bears offense. So Chicago's favored by 4.5 points, and the total is set at 45.5. Chicago minus 4.5 points. That's going to be my pick for that game. I think Chicago will beat them by 7 or 8 points. And yeah, watch it. Just watch and see how Caleb Williams does in his first game. Probably throw for 2. 3 touchdowns, 200-something yards. Just watch. The Carolina Panthers going into New Orleans. Carr's the Saints quarterback. Used to be our quarterback over here in Las Vegas. He was good. And then he just started trending downward and downward. Now he doesn't even play for us anymore. Hasn't really done a whole lot with the Saints. And the Saints are favored by 4 points here. Total set at 41.5. This game's a little tricky because Carr can either play decent or he can just play terrible, and Carolina will make this game close, right? So I don't really know what to expect. I really like the Saints defense, right? I feel like they'll be able to shut Carolina down. And I feel like Derek Carr, if he does not turn the ball over, and he plays good football, well in the system, in Dennis Allen's system, I feel like they'll be able to cover the 4 points here. It's just, man, he better not turn the ball over, which I don't think he will. It's against Carolina. It's a divisional game, week 1. I feel like they'll be fine. Give me the Saints minus the 4 points. I feel like they'll be able to get the job done. We have another, in my opinion, lopsided game. Right. The Steelers going to Atlanta. Atlanta's favored by 3 points, and the total set at 42.5 points. Now, as you know, in the offseason, the Atlanta Falcons acquired Judon from the Patriots, linebacker. And then they got Justin Simmons, safety. I feel like these two are going to be great additions to this already pretty good defense with A.J. Terrell and those guys. Right? And for Pittsburgh, it took them 3 preseason games to find a starting quarterback. Not the best thing you want to see, and I feel like they started the wrong one. Russell Wilson's going to be starting week 1 against his Falcons team in Atlanta. And I don't have a lot of faith in him at all. Talking about Pittsburgh, I don't even think they'll have a winning season. Yeah, I know Tomlin's had a winning season like almost every year he's coached. Well, this is going to be his first losing season this year. Don't have a lot of faith in the Steelers team. So, I'm definitely going to lay the points with Atlanta. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this game won't be close. You don't got to buy. You can do it to be safe. You can buy a half a point to make it 2.5 to be safe. But, guys, this game will not be close. Atlanta's going to walk through them pretty nicely. So, definitely taking Atlanta, laying the 3 points here. Now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins with Coach McDaniel and all those guys, man. Tyreek, Waddle. Love that touchdown dance, man. Tua, Tagovailoa, Mostert, Achane. I love this offense. They're very fun to watch, and they're really great week 1, as you've seen last year against the Chargers. With the Chargers defense, they're a pretty good team. And Herbert was healthy. And they went out there, they were scoring lights out like this. And I don't expect it to be any different here with this Jaguars team. I feel like they'll be able to go through the defense pretty nicely. Even though the game planning, and Doug Pearson's a good head coach, I believe Miami will be able to cover this 3.5 point spread that Vegas has for them. So definitely give me Miami minus 3.5 points here. Now we have one of my favorite matchups. That's the spread's kind of teetered from 1.5 to 3. Now it's the Houston Texans going into Indianapolis to take on the Colts, guys. This is going to be a great game. This is going to be very exciting. I'm extremely happy that we're going to be able to watch this matchup unfold between these two quarterbacks, these two really good mobile quarterbacks. A lot of people say Stroud can't run, but nah. They do can flat out run if he needs to. So, very excited about this matchup. Houston's just got Diggs to add with their already stacked offense. And it is going to be crazy. The offense is going to be lights out. Anthony Richardson's coming from an injury. Only played in like 4 or 5 games last year. And this Houston spread is now at 2.5. Started out at like 1.5, then went to 2.5, then went to 3. Stayed at 3 for a little bit. Now it's back down to 2.5. And I really like Houston in this spot. I feel like it'll be about a 4-5 point ball game. Could be a 3-point ball game. And I feel like Houston's going to be coming out on top of this game. It's a divisional game in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is usually good against Houston in Indy. But with this new offense that Houston has, no. Give me Houston laying the 2.5 points in this game, guys. And I like that total. 49.5 points. I feel like the Houston could get 40. Right? Indianapolis Colts can get 10 points. So I like the total as well, but my pick for this game is going to be Houston laying the 2.5 points. Now we have Denver traveling to Seattle. Bo Nix, rookie quarterback, making his debut against the Seattle team. Seattle's now a 6-point favorite. It's a tricky spread because we don't know how Bo Nix is going to play in the regular season, right? And if this game was in Denver, I might see myself swaying towards Seattle. But not in this game, not in Seattle. I feel like this would be too much for Bo Nix. Don't think he'll be able to handle all that pressure that's going to be coming his way in Seattle, one of the toughest places to play. Right? Seattle's favored by 6. The total is set at 41.5. And I'm not sure about Bo Nix in this spot, guys. And Geno's good. He's a solid quarterback with Kenneth Walker, Lockett, Smith, and Njigba, and DK. I like the offense, guys, and I like them to cover the 6 points right here. So give me Seattle minus the 6 points. Now we have another interesting game, guys. The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys going into Cleveland. Another tough place to play. The Dog Pound. The Dog Pound. It's going to be a good game. Myles Garrett is definitely licking his chops right now. He wants to get to Dak Prescott, which he definitely will in this game. I'll say he gets about 1 or 2 sacks before they start double teaming him. And the Cleveland is favored by 2.5 points. Total set 41.5. And guys, in this spot, and I know they just signed CD, and they have Zeke in the backfield now. Not prime Zeke, but I still have Zeke in the backfield. Dak, he's looked good in training camp. But their defense, bland. They're, in my opinion, top corner. I feel like he's better than Diggs. He's out right now. He won't be playing. And I don't think Dallas will be able to handle this Browns team. But the thing about Cleveland, I do not trust their quarterbacks at all. I don't trust Watson, and I don't trust Jameis. I don't trust neither one of them. Right, so I'm definitely going to be leaning the under 41.5 points. I don't see this game getting over that total. I feel like it's going to be a defensive game. Cleveland's going to be able to play good defense on Dallas, and Dallas is going to be trying to score, and they're going to play good defense as well. So I definitely like the under 41.5 points on this game right here. Now, this is my bet of the week right here. I love this game right here. The Washington Commanders with the newcomer and Jaden Daniels traveling to Tampa Bay to take on Baker Mayfield and his Buccaneers. In Tampa, spread is Tampa Bay minus 3.5. The total is 43.5. Guys, I love Tampa Bay in the spot. I love them with the 3.5 points. Definitely going to be laying the points here. The Buccaneers are returning 10 of their 11 starters on defense. And that's really going to help the gel together. They've been playing with each other all this time. And now going up against a rookie quarterback, especially if Tampa Bay can get them into some third and long situations, they can pin back their defensive end's ears, and they can just get after the quarterback. Vita Vea, their nose guard, is going to be a huge factor in this game, I believe, especially because a rookie quarterback's best friend is going to be that run game, right? Especially with Jaden Daniels, he can run it, then maybe do some play action passes. So I definitely love Tampa Bay here, laying the 3.5 points. And then the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, traveling to the Chargers, right? Last time they played in week 1, we got beat pretty good. It was Devontae Adams' first game. Derek Carr's first game with Devontae Adams. Should have won the game. I was down there in Vegas whenever we lost it. Yeah, it sucked. But we're fixing to get that revenge. So, like I said, going to the Chargers, Los Angeles. So now this spread, right, it's been at 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Now it's went right back down to 3. And guys, I still love the Raiders here in this spot. I feel like we're going to win the game. But especially if you're going to give us 3 points. And Herbert has been in a boot until like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Then he just started practicing, so Yeah, Max Crosby and our new nose guard, Christian Wilkinson, he's going to be playing. And I'm excited to see what this defense can do in a regular season game. And I'm excited to see what Gardner Minshew can do with Devontae Adams and all those guys, right? Super excited to see this game. Zamir White, Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers is going to be really fun to watch. I'm super excited for this game. It's going to be close, but I believe the Raiders will pull it out. So definitely be taking the Raiders with the 3 points. And that's me my bet for that game. And now, Sunday Night Football on NBC. Yes. I love that song, dude. Oh, Underwood, man. So, the Rams are traveling all the way to Detroit to take on the Lions, guys. Detroit's a 3.5-point favorite. The total's set at 50.5. That's going to be our biggest total for this week 1 slate of games. And guys, just like last year, the spread was the same. It was Detroit minus 3.5 points. Same thing as last year in the playoff game that they had. Whenever the Lions barely beat a team with a Matthew Stafford, his hand was injured in that game, right? It was hurt, but he was still throwing dots. Puka was killing it. Puka was like the main character in that game. Cup didn't really get involved, but I feel like they'll be more involved this game. So really excited to see it. Golfing in my back, trying to get back to the Super Bowl since they lost. Shouldn't have lost to San Francisco last year, but trust me, they have that hunger in the heart because now they're like, hey, we want and we will go back to the Super Bowl. So, guys, if this was like a 2 points, 2.5 points, I'm taking Detroit. But, dude, it's hard to deny that 3.5, man. And the Rams are going to be better this season than last year. Even though they're losing Aaron Donald, I feel like they'll be a lot better. Even though he's a havoc wrecker, and I love Aaron Donald. He's great. But I feel like they got some new pieces, right? Their defense is revamped, and I feel like they'll be able to get on Jared Goff and force him into some crazy situations. It's going to be a close game, but I love the Rams in the spot. Give me the Rams plus 3.5, and then we got the Monday Night Football. Prime time, if you will. We got the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The spread is San Francisco minus 3.5. And that total is set at 43.5 points. The first thing I look at whenever I see this game is 43.5 points. And usually games on prime time, defense is really hard played in this game. But I really like that 43.5 to go over. I really like that. I feel like both defenses, they won't be as sharp, right? And I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to be trying to show that he can still sling it. I feel like this will be a high-scoring game. And I like the Jets plus 3.5 as well. But my pick for this game is going to be the total to go over 43.5 points, guys. Guys, those are my picks for all of the Week 1 games. I'm super excited, guys. The NFL is back. I will be down in Vegas to bet these games, guys. And I'm super excited. It's going to be great. And, guys, the NFL season is back. And now, it's going to wrap it up, guys. This has been Betting in the House with your host, John Marks. Appreciate you guys. Have a blessed rest of your week. And the NFL season is back. Woo! Let's go!